What is up, muchachos? It is Rudy G Funk, and we are going live. Yeah, read the title. I hate to be redundant, but yeah, Mason Rudolph against Baker Mayfield. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time. Well, if you consider a year and a half a long time, I don't know. Mullen! I'm just kidding, Mullins. You shined in first, man. It's good to see you, man. Rudy be drunk. There's two you, laddie. Fest bells that I have left over that I've been sipping on here. Sipping on some sip syrup. Oh, yeah. Thomas, how are you, brother? Doing well? Everybody doing well? Good, good, good. Yeah, totally. Thursday is a very, very important game. And believe it or not, I'm hoping to get some Browns and Steelers fans in tonight because there's a video um, that I'm going to refer to, and I hope I can articulate this to them and us how important this game is for the Browns. There was on YouTube. There's it's Shannon Sharp's channel. But it's called Dan Griziano predicts Steelers versus Browns Thursday, and they got this numerical calculator, which I'm sure people aren't huge on for the most part. But if you watch kind of the whole thing and how they go through wins and losses, they do Steelers first, and then they do the Browns, and they do a playoff percentage calculator. And it really shows how huge this fucking game is, man. Maxwell, how are you? We're going to win. And I have to allow me to not retract what I'm just saying, but just kind of go back to the beginning of this season. One of the things that Dorsey was really huge on was it all starts with the AFC North, with us. And the little proof I have is the Ravens game, how well we played them and how eventually we pulled away from them in that game, despite the talent that they have also, with Lamar G3, a pretty fucking good defense, pretty high octane offense, in my opinion, with Lamar G3 coming out and passing well like I had predicted. We pulled away from them really good in that game. And that was, we have only played one conference game or AFC North game this year, and that was Ravens. And we decidedly won that game without any arguments. And that was back in, Refgate and all that shit was fucking happening. It was a relatively well-refed game. And if I'm going to hang my hat on something, it is going to be that. This game is so very important for the Browns, and I know the analytics guys, at least in the Browns stadium. I mean, our guys, if we have any analytics guys, they see this shit, and that's why I want to refer any Browns or Steelers guys to this video. Because it's important to the Steelers. Every game's important. I get it. How are you, Chad? Good to see you, buddy. All these games are important. It's the NFL. You only get 16, but it's beyond this. This game is so ridiculously important to the Browns. And this percentage, this cast they did on YouTube on Shannon Sharp's channel. And once again, it is called Dan Graziano predicts Steelers versus Browns. And they go through some numbers with percentages as they win and lose throughout the season. And you just got to see it. I mean, I'm not saying non-Browns fans can't go look at it. I'm just saying you get a real sense of how important this game is to us. And like I said, I have to, as a Browns fan, expecting what I expected this year with the talent we have, what's been happening to us, both with the refs and with us. I mean, the San Francisco game, what a disappointing. I mean, we literally handed the whole game to them, and that was devastating. That was a bad, hurtful loss for us. It was hard to watch. And of course, we watched the whole thing, and because we were drinking and we're still having a good time anyway. Um, but this really shows, and you'll see numerically the disparity between the Steelers, how important it is for them, and the Browns, how important it is for us. Yes, Eric, I'm ready. Oh, I'm glad you're here, brother. How are you doing? You got to check this out. And it's on Shannon Sharp's YouTube channel. It's called Dan Graziano Predicts Steelers versus Browns. And he's got numerical calculators on our wins and losses. And you really have to see how devastating this loss will be for us Thursday. Despite the season that we've had, you really got to see it because he's not the dude that's doing the Brown side. One dude does the Pittsburgh side. The other dude does the Brown side. The guy that does the Brown side isn't a Browns fan. He doesn't think we're going to do much, which I'm sure you applaud. But you got to see the difference numerically that our chances for playoffs by losing this game. I mean, it starts from, just to give you a little hint. Yeah, I saw that. I watched it, Eric. I gave you a like, buddy, and I appreciate that. It's a cool shout out. I don't know what happened with Shut Face. Oh, it's a B. I had my glasses on too, and I called you Shut Face. What a fucking clown, huh? But anyway, if you're a Steelers fan, you got to check this out. And I don't know whether you dig Shannon Sharp or not, but it is a really, not necessarily proof, but it really shows how if we're going to do anything this year, we have to beat you guys Thursday. We do. It's huge. It's very, very important that we do this. And it shows, like, if we lose to you, but we win the rest of them, watching the chances of us getting to the playoffs. Because as a Browns fan, I never, until the game is done, I try to hold that Belichick mentality that until the time clicks out, until it is down to 0, this game isn't over, Buttface, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. I think you might be right. You might be right. Now, me personally, and I don't know how long you've been watching this channel or whatever, or if you've ever watched any of my old stuff, my first video that came out about a year and a half ago, don't look at what my, I haven't been making videos for 4 years. That's when I signed into YouTube, and I don't know if you guys get that too, but it says I've been, doing the YouTube thing for since 2016 or something like that. That's basically when I just signed into YouTube to have, start subscribing and all that shit. You guys probably already know that, and I'm fucking 5 years behind you guys. But anyway, a year and a half ago, my first video was my pick for the quarterback. At our pick, we had the number 4 pick, and I wanted Mason Rudolph. And I hate to keep rehashing this. I wanted Saquon Barkley and Mason Rudolph in 1 and 4 picks that we had. And as the title says, since we got Baker Mayfield, which I think was the right move, even though I know you guys don't think that, and I understand it, he hasn't been playing very well this week, and we've had a lot of weird shit happen this year to us. This rivalry, in my opinion, could be rekindled, and the only way we're going to rekindle this, Quesadilla. Mid plug, how you doing, brother? The Steelers. So, because Mason Rudolph was my pick, He was my next, and the reason I picked him is I thought he was the next Ben Roethlisberger coming out in this generation, in my opinion. And you're certainly well to go check out all his verses on in college, because he's very Ben-esque, and he still shows a lot of stuff that I think is Ben-esque. But this should be really interesting for the both of them, and I think this rivalry can be rekindled if we beat them, and that has to happen. And with the Ben Roethlisberger people that think, things would be so much better if Ben was still in there and he didn't hurt his elbow, that whole thing. But what happens if Mason Rudolph loses here? And this is where I think this kind of rivalry might start, and there might be some turbulence in the Steelers' run this year, is with a loss Thursday. For two reasons. They'll lose, and that puts them one game back from a possible playoff run. But the Ben Roethlisberger people are gonna be like, well, if we had Ben, Ben never lost, and you got that whole, everybody's so questioned as to what would have happened if Ben would have been there. So the Mason Rudolph guys, I'm sorry. So because I'll tell you right now, our media seems to think that Mason Rudolph is shit, and that just cracks me the fuck up. We're fucking 3-6 for God's sakes, and they think Mason Rudolph is shit. I don't know. It just cracks me up. But anyway, my point is, as a Browns fan, as a Browns franchise, by beating the AFC North only, we can still make the playoffs. Well, only is a little far-fetched. We still have to win more games, but Eight, it's good to see you in here, brother. Right, and that's what you should be thinking. That's what really cracks me up, man. But yeah, you guys got to check this out, and you got to see the disparity between the two teams and how much more of it is a must win. I mean, obviously, you guys know that because of what our record is. I get that. But once again, it's on Shannon Sharp's YouTube channel, and it's called Dan Graziano Predicts Steelers versus Browns Thursday. And they got a playoff calculator, which I'm sure isn't like perfect or anything like that. And, it's not like the Bible or anything. But it's devastating to see it once they get to the Brown side. What the dude does with, okay, let's say that they lose to Pittsburgh and they win the rest of them. The disparity numerically is like fucking, it's unfathomable. We have to win. I mean, it's just how it has to happen. And I really wanted to say that tonight so that you guys kind of understand, and you guys really got to watch that. You don't have to, obviously. This is Freedom Channel 6000. However, there's nothing wrong with referring something that's really cool, that everybody feels and understands. And that's what I really wanted to do tonight, was talk about the fact that I did want Mason. We did get Baker. I do agree that Baker was the better pick when it's all said and done. And I'm ready to rock the Steelers Thursday, man. I'm ready to rock the Steelers Thursday, and it should be a good game. And it's going to be me personally, and that's what I also want to articulate, is that me personally, this is a game that I have been looking forward to for a year and a half. When we took Baker, when they took Mason, it's just like, I just can't wait to see these two guys play, because there is like the headline says here, it is a battle of Bedlam. These guys know each other, played and won and lost to each other, I heard that, Eric. I watched your whole video. It was weird. Like in my, how you got the little announcement icon in your right corner? I had like 7 of them. Yours had like it said a comment. Yeah, we do. We really liked Fitzpatrick in the draft. which is hilarious because if we'd have drafted him, you might have got him anyway. Seeing how the Browns were playing, he might have left, which is hilarious. But yeah, that's I'm really I just can't wait, man. I can't wait for this game, and it will be devastating. If we lose, it's going to be fucking devastating. To I don't know so much as the stumbler as myself, just because, like I said, I've been waiting for a torch to be passed if there was. And I know you guys don't think that Ben's done. And he probably isn't. But I do think Mason Rudolph is going to be your next quarterback, whether Ben comes back or not. I think he'll come back. And if he loses a game or two, you know how fans can be. They're ready to throw people the fuck out. How many times has Tomlin been threatened that he's going to lose his fucking job, for God's sakes? And they've been whooping everybody's ass for fucking 20 years. Yeah, that's true, and that's what particularly scares me about this game is that Battle of Bedlam confidence that he might have, or anger in a certain sense. Some people get mad and they can focus and they use their emotions well. Some people are better mad, more acute. They think better when they're being threatened or something like that. And that's the one thing that kind of scares me about Mason Rudolph is, Baker beat him that last year. And I don't know how close, 64 to 52 or whatever the hell it was. It was a fucking shootout. But, if I was Mason Rudolph, I'd be thinking, well, if I had better guys and, I had a better team, I'm going to fucking kick your ass, So I think that's what's coming from Mason Rudolph. I'm not saying it's not going to be a low-scoring game because I think that's probably a pretty just how the seasons have been going for both of us offensively. Because I would have predicted that we're scoring 30 points a fucking game this year, which I was wrong about, obviously, but. I still got stuff to hang my hat out and beating you guys Thursday. How do I say that? I'm going to hang a golden hat on that, and I think a rivalry gets rekindled. That's the only way that this is going to happen, Eric. Is we have to beat you to rekindle this rivalry because that's my rivalry is with the Steelers. Ravens are a rivalry too because of the whole fucking move and all that shit. But the Steelers has always been my rivalry. The ones I hated. Holy shit, Steel! You are the emoji king, Tom. You relinquish your right to be the emoji king. Steel 58 has beaten you, my friend. Okay, let me piss. I'll be right back, guys. And I mean that. Oh, the shirt. You guys saw the shirt. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I'm gonna smoke a cigarette too. So give me 3 minutes. You guys are making me nervous. Gotta smoke. I do have to say, when we lost to Devon, in my opinion, one of the things I did say is we're done. And I think a lot of people took that wrong as our season's done. Um, but what happens with our fans, and I really do believe, and I do believe this, that we have the best and worst fans are Browns fans. Browns fans really do go in this really dark place when they lose. We take it personally, and we do the 9/11 thing. We gotta connect the dots and see how we lost. And these people must be tortured and waterboarded and sent out of Cleveland. I don't know how many talented people have been waterboarded and sent out of Cleveland that I get tired of. Um, and I don't know, you Steeler fans might agree that Freddie's an idiot and calls dumb shit. But I saw the red zone trouble we had. We probably had. Our fans were saying, well, Freddie's just stubborn. He just wants to punch it in, blah, blah, blah. You're in the dog pound. You can't pound it in from the one. Of course, if you don't, it's embarrassing, and then everybody hates Freddie again. But, who the fuck doesn't want to score instead of kick a fucking field goal that you might not get, which our extra point was missed prior to that, which is another factor with why we kept going for it instead of kicking a field goal. So there's always this gray area with the Browns, and the water is always muddy, and that darkness always creeps out first. Whatever, if we just scored on that first OBJ pass where the defender held him and they got the penalty, it was wide open. He had to hold him to stop it and get the penalty. And it was a good defensive play, a good defensive decision by White, I think, was covering. But everybody forgets how well that play was executed, that, the defense did for it, with a penalty. But I do not want to get rid of it. I don't want to break anything up. I'm not saying I don't want to get different talent in certain positions and stuff like that, but I don't want this group, and that includes OBJ. I don't want to get rid of them because we have too much talent. Because I'm hearing stuff like, well, if we keep winning, I'm hearing this stuff now. If we keep winning games, we're going to destroy our draft. Okay, we're starting to hear this stuff already. And at the same time, we're hearing we need to get rid of guys that are talented because they're destroying our team. So that what I have to take now is it is taking time, and it's more time than I thought. He is a rookie head coach. He does make mistakes, but I don't think it's any less than like my Belichickian rule, which is 7 out of 10 times you got to be right, and I don't think Freddie falls into that. I think people nitpick a little bit because things aren't executed well. I mean, you're telling me those 8, 9 1-yard plays that we ran was all just bad calls? It wasn't execution, and that's what our fans do. We didn't punch it in, and they were hurt. It hurt their soul. So they gotta blame. Somebody has to be waterboarded, basically, and that's what our fans do. And that's a lot of the reason that I started this channel. Was to kind of thwart that, kind of back that down a little bit. Because we know how talented we are. I think a lot of the league actually knows how talented we are. And I'm sorry I was away from the chat. South of Heaven's live. Just got the notification. But legs. Are frog legs good? Oh, I got a burp. I know it. Ooh, really? I like chicken. But anyway, so we really, us Browns fans, we really have everything. But I do believe that. I think I think the Browns are some of the best fans out there, and they're the worst too, man. Oh God, how many times do I talk Stumler down in a fucking game? And it's been really hard this year with the talent that we have and the losing that we've gone through as fans. And I just don't want to do that. I don't want to take something good and just throw it away. And that's one of our problems in Cleveland. And it's not just the fans; it's the media too. A lot of our media, man, they just can't stand hearing any of our guys talk in their conferences or anything. Just yesterday, the Bake Man said something, and I can't call him Fatso anymore because we won, and that was my little ditty. I'm not calling him Fats anymore. So he won the game, and Non-Fatso had a conference, and he had referenced how, and this is where, I'm not a twit guy. I'm not a twitty and it's not anything about anybody that twits, or maybe it is. I don't know. But Twitterland had realized as a whole that the Browns season holders were going to be selling other tickets to the Bills fans. And Baker didn't reference this directly, but he did make a comment that when they were in the dog pound, it was really loud, and he was given an excuse for Harrison's offsides penalty, his false start, that stopped us from going going for it and kicking a field goal. He had referenced that, and everybody knew what he was referencing because Twitter's everything now, and so everybody's mad and wants Baker to be waterboarded too at this point. But I still like the Bake Man. I like that he fucks with the media all the time and shit, and I like Freddie. He fucks with the media all the time too. They were talking about the Steelers, with Fitzpatrick, and how the secondary's been stepping up, how solid they are, how good you guys' defense is, and what his play was to the Steelers defense. He goes, well, we'll probably just do what we did last week. Which James, how are you, brother? How are you? Good to see you, man. And I laughed so fucking hard. I was actually at work, and I had it, I don't carry the headphones because it just looks so stupid, So I hold the phone up here to my ear, which looks much more attractive. Oh, Jesus Christ, I fucking roared. And everybody's wondering what the fuck I was laughing at. But I don't know. I just like their attitude towards the media and what has to be done in this town. And I know it's a slower grind than I thought. Hey, I said that. Steele. But anyway, you Steeler guys, go check this out. That Shannon Sharp video. If you got time, it's not very long. It's a relative, like a 10-minute video or something like that. But it shows our playoff predictions, our percentages as we're winning, and they got Thursday. If you haven't watched that, check it out. Because I actually, to be honest with you, despite it being so important to me personally, this game, not just because of Steelers, not just because of Mason Rudolph and the Baker thing. After watching this, they gotta know. The Browns have to know how important this fucking game is and how solid they have to play against you guys. And yeah, I'm predicting a win. I not only do I want one, I'm predicting one. I think we've been playing some stellar defenses this year. We're getting used to it. And we have a lot of talent. And if this talent is firing on all pistons, I don't really see anybody stopping us, man. I just don't. So I have to think that we're going to win. And I know what the Steelers defense is. I know how good they are. I mean, you guys got Joe Hayden, you know. He's the best Brown in the last 20 fucking years we've had, probably. But no, that's a joke. That's a Browns joke. But yeah, Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I got to start doing that. I was actually thinking about that, man. I should start doing that. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know where to look or click or, I'm just kind of an idiot, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I don't know. That would be great to have a hangout during the Browns a Steelers match. Use StreamYard. Now, is that an icon on the left side of your page over here when you pull up your YouTube shit, or because I didn't see that? I would have figured they would have had an icon that said StreamYard, use this, But I don't know. I guess I don't really do too much. Like I said, I click buttons and the shit works, and that's kind of how it is here in fucking channel. But we're going to try and step up here. We'll try and step up because I would really like to do that. I think that's a good way to do shit. Oh, no shit. So you have to go to another site and they grab your YouTube channel and throw it into StreamYard? Is that how it works? Wow, that's cool. Or is it? Is that cool? Uh, James. Oh, I need another beer, guys. You have to give me a second. I hope I got another Oktoberfest in there. Those fucking things are delicious, man. Delicious. Uh-oh. Someone's putting away their fucking garbage. Oh, they're gone, motherfucker. Well, that sucks balls. Those were good. Why don't you do a Great Lakes Rally Drum Red Ale? Oh, that's good. See how it is mixed with an Oktoberfest. Oh, well, Eric, since you're still here. Oh, you're gone. Oh, shit. I switched over from the Extra Bells Oktoberfest that I had, and I'm having a Great Lakes Rally Drum that I have extra. And that's pretty good looking beer, too, man. Nice head on it. I love that. I really starting to dig this little Belgian ale glass that I got. It's kind of cool. The stem thing, I think wine, I think gay, or like it's going to break or something, like it's fragile. This is pretty fucking solid little dig here. And I really like it. And I almost poured shit on my fucking computer because I'm a fucking idiot, but that's okay. All right. Ooh, wow, that's different. Different. It's going to take me a second. I am going to smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back. I don't know. I'll probably flat my big ass lips while I'm over here, but I never do that. However, we haven't talked much about the Kareem Hunt coming back incident. Now, Browns fans, I hear, some of them hated that we won that game. And if you believe that, let me let that soak in a little bit. I'm going to repeat myself. Some of them, I mean, I'm talking about diehards Browns fans, not not drive-bys, not like the Browns because Baker Mayfield. Talking about diehard Browns fans were upset that we beat Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It sounds strange, doesn't it? Why would you do that? Why would you work negatively towards your franchise, right? And it's true. Like I said, with the draft pick thing, we're destroying the draft. They're so angry with the first set of the season, the first half, that they want, the Browns to like fucking perish. I mean, these are the dark gallows of being a Browns fan. And it's not all of them. Don't get me wrong. There's some really great, actually, Crazy Dog's a really great fucking Browns fan. I know Eric Castillo was talking about him in his stream, but Crazy Dog's a fucking, and I appreciate him having a fucking channel. And he's helped me, watch some state games and stuff like that when I'm not streaming. He's a passionate fan, but I don't, he's not a throw him under the bus type thing. I think he appraises things properly. And I still believe that even Steelers fans realize that how talented this team is and how if this talent could be more acute, more focused, come to like some sort of apex, that it could get ugly, And I think we saw a little bit of that in a couple of games this year where we just kind of looked unstoppable. But, I see where every team would say they felt unstoppable when you just run it downfield. And, I mean, look at the fucking Lamar G3 and the Cincinnati bungholes. They look pretty unstoppable, So I don't disagree that, well, my teams, I mean, look at Scott Zilla, the Cardinals, some of the stuff they're doing. They got to feel a little confident that they can do some carnage in the league, And what's hilarious is we both play them. The Steelers and the Browns both play the Cardinals this year, which is, I find, very interesting. So, Kyler really wasn't my first pick in the draft. Haskins's was Dwayne, but it's just like Josh Rosen. It's hard to get a gauge when so much dumb shit's happening around when the mud, the waters are so muddy. And Dwayne Haskins, very much like Mitch Trubisky, who I like, hasn't really played much. He didn't have much of a college career, and that was Dwayne Haskins. Oh, what do you got, Eric? What do you got for Thursday, buddy? I sit here in silence, not talking. I did my local Giant Eagle that I get a lot of my craft beers from. I had a lot of Mexican beers. The one I didn't see, though, was the Victoria, which is by Modelo. So I might have to substitute that, Tim, what's going on, buddy? How you been? When are you going to make another video, man? You have to check that shit out, man. It's good to see you. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Everybody's well, man. Everybody's well here. I mean, as well as drinking and sitting on a live chat. Oh, I know I got a burp. I think I'm gonna shit myself. Pittsburgh beer. Oh, the Iron. Yeah, I don't know if I have that here, but I did find what I thought was some very good Mexican beers. Eduardo. Yes. Oh no, I haven't tried. I haven't tried any of the Tecate titanium or any of them. But that was going to be the beer that I was going to try for their Erica Steele Steelers game Thursday, because I was doing a little research and I went through like a kind of like a top seven of the Mexican beers, and that Tecate was number one. And I was thinking, you know what, maybe I'll try that. Um, with Eric Steele, that well, maybe he won't. I don't know. Eric, you're there, right? Still got 3 bottles left from the 12 pack I bought home from Pittsburgh. Um, right, Dos Equis, Pacifico, Sol. Right, those were the ones that ran down the top seven. But that Tecate was number one, which Steelers making the playoffs. um, So why don't we do that? You got the Tecate by you, Eric? You probably get that in your local stores, don't you? Really? Well, why don't we do that? You want to do that? We'll both try the Tecate Thursday night. Yeah, that's I heard it of the Mexican imports that was like the best one. And I don't just necessarily go by what I hear. Oh, so you could that's readily available for you, Eric? Because why don't we do that? We'll both try that, man. I think I'd like to do that. Where we both try it. I do like the sexy six idea with the Mexican beers, but uh, they're all kind of lagers and half pilsners and stuff like that. So they're all going to kind of look the same. So it's going to look like the same beer in 6 different glasses. So, hey, wait a minute! I put an 18-year-old restriction on this. No, I didn't. Barrilito. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. But what was yeah, Victoria, Ducati, Dos Equis, Pacifico I saw all of them, but the Victoria was the only one that I didn't see. 25-year-old kid. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, it's like 20 degrees outside, but it's like fucking 80 degrees in here, man. I'm having a the more I smoke, the more it like relieves some of the air in here. Because once I get the fucking stove going, it just starts rocking, man. And I gotta like be careful I don't sweat my fucking family, that whole thing. But butt face, how are you, bro, Chacho? Yeah, I didn't see it much around here. I would have to travel to get that, or have it flown in, get it delivered or something like that. Because I know they have those Mexico a hot drink. What is that, James? Is that actually like spicy, or is it hot like alcohol hot? Because I think I would like a spicy beer. I think I would. Like a touch of Tabasco or something like that. I don't know, man. Oh, what do you got, Eric? as I sit here in silence menacingly. Budweiser Chelada? What is that? I never heard of that. Budweiser makes a Mexican brew. What's clamato? Is that a pepper? You're scaring me, Eric. You're scaring me. That is true, man. I got a buddy at work, and he. Let me. Hold on. Let me. I think I told this story before, but I'll rehash it real quick. I think I was clam juice. It's bearded clam juice and tomato juice mixed together. Oh, the clam. Oh, okay. Was it? I'm glad you said that you're telling the truth, because I was thinking, you know what? That's a pretty good mix on words, right? But that's true. It's clam and tomato juice. So it's okay. So it's tomatoey. So I have to take a Tums before I drink those, right? Next to getting 8 you sleep on. Oh, no. Oh shit! I don't know. Maybe we should just do beer. You know, I don't want to die that evening of fucking fart burn. You know, fart burn is even worse than heartburn. You know, you like fart and you're like ashamed, ashamed of your own farts because you can't fucking stand them. How dare you, right? I don't know, Eric. I think we should do that. Let's try. Since you haven't tried the Tecate, why don't we do that? And we could be brochachos and drink Tecate and critique it, and we'll also critique the Browns Steelers game while we're doing it. Why don't we do that? It's a lot easier. It's easier for me. I know I can find Tecate because it seems to be just about everywhere. Um, and the fact that neither one of us had tried it, a little spontaneity there. I think I dig that too, man. You know, well, that probably sounded fucking gay. There was no gay intention there or anything. But yeah, why don't we do that? Yeah, I think I saw the soul there also, which I also, like I said, I haven't tried many at all, which is why I kind of wanted to do this too, because it's kind of it is a personal thing because I haven't tried too many Mexican beers, which is why I wanted to do this, especially for that game. Uh, Pardon me. But I like keeping things simple too. You know, I can go and pick up, you know, a 6 or a 12 pack on my way home. It's just easier for me, and if neither one of us had tried it, I just think that makes it that much easier or better. I don't know. Um, but I heard it was that Tecate was unique. You know, so James, you think the soul is no nasty? Well, no, a chelada, is that like a tortilla? Oh, Eduardo might be right. I might have to look for that titanium. You know what? Just for that, Eduardo, come on. Eduardo, have you drank a lot of Mexican beers? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, Eric. Uh-oh. Someone say clam. Oh my God. Chicken feet. Hey, don't they make soup with chicken feet? Didn't they used to take the feet and make soup with it? It was probably pretty good because it probably smelled like Fritos. Do chicken feet smell like Fritos too, or is it just dogs? Modelo's the best. So that's kind of a tip of the hat of Eric Steele because Modelo makes that Victoria that he was harping on with his video. He had a beer try. Am I empty here? Okay. Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna piss. I'm gonna smoke. Takadu is not Takade. Chicken feet smell like raccoon liver. That was your favorite, Eric? Yeah, that's why I wanted to find that and try to get that. But we'll take the next of kin. Yeah, give me a second. Let me piss. Let me smoke. I'll be right back with these messages. Where the hell's Scott Zella? He did a live stream today that I was at work and Scott Zella wound up going to the library doing a live stream. Did anybody check that out? Any of you guys check that out? It was hilarious. I'd do a Scott Zella live stream, man. You gotta fucking start doing that shit. I know he's out in his trailer or whatever, the bus or whatever. It'd be wild, man. To be honest with you, it'd be a wild stream. Scottzilla carrying the whole stream. Yeah, that'd get fun. I think it'd get real fun. And I think he liked it. I think he dug it, man. I think Scottzilla cometh. That's what I think. Yeah, if I don't smoke enough, I don't get enough cool air coming in here to kind of cool the place down a little bit. You know, it sounds stupid. It's like, I don't know, 25 degrees out or some shit. But once we get the stove going, it heats up real quick. You want beer? Pardon my silence. I haven't heard Bigfoot in a while, so I'm a little shocked and disturbed here. Well, I gotta ask Steel 58. You're in Colorado, man. You've been guys been getting pummeled by snow lately. And Eric's in massive Jew tits. So where you guys been getting a lot of snow too? Probably, I bet. Put my fucking Googles on so I can fucking see. Hey, can I go live on a non-data tablet? Oh, no shit. Yeah, that was a little weird. You're right, 8. Good CIA read, Illuminati read there, 8. Yeah. He kind of had a little, what do you call that? Irrational or rationality? Is that what they call that? So Steele's already had 2 storms. Damn. So you haven't shoveled yet though, have you? To get out or anything like that? You got a long driveway? Q Mark, what's going on? Colorado is awesome. All right, that's it. That's it, Q. I'm not going to dump a beer in my head. You got it? Or maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will. Good to see you, Q. How you doing? Interesting. I just had a thought and I just lost it. My apologies for my brain fart. All else fails, drink a beer, you know. Sorry, Q. I made you a moderator, so. Wow, that's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. Oh, that must be nice, man. No neighbors. Or is it? That video with the dude piling up that debris and putting the gas on it. That's good shit. Oh, that's good stuff, man. I appreciate it, Steele. I do. What the fuck? I gotta sell some Dollar Tree stickers. Oh God, that's hilarious. I don't even know what that means, but Colorado Springs. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, you guys are allowed to smoke pot there. That's hilarious. Whoa, that's a lot of shit, dude. I found an ounce in the ashtray. Shit, I'm smoking already. Pop my beer. Yeah, I'm going green light, all money in. Yes, going where what, Rudy? Did I read that right? Awesome, James. James, you're coming out of California, aren't you? Knoxville, Tennessee. You got 3 inches? I'll be damned. And I don't know if you guys know Hickok 45. He had a great Veterans Day shooting the breeze, which is clever. Always love Hickok 45. He's got a good video out, a little tribute to veterans, and he kind of talks about himself and his dad and um, being a veteran. It's pretty cool video. I don't know, but I found time to watch it at work. So can I moderate Steel 58 again somehow? Can he be double wrench guy or something? Oh shit, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I was wondering when you said we got 3 inches in Tennessee. I was waiting for that one, but thank God Steele chimed in. Where's JP, man? What the hell's he doing? Oh, they just lost, so he's in his basement, probably, right? Hey, who the fuck beat them? Who was that? Was that Tannehill or something? Who beat him? The Titans? Is that what it was? Something like that. Oh, the Falcons. That's right, the Falcons. So Seahawks beat Sanford shithole. Who the fuck did the Titans beat? I thought the Titans beat somebody. Chiefs. That's right, Q. That's right. God damn it. Yeah, Titans beat the Chiefs. The best average team in average team history, the Titans beat the Chiefs. Wow, that's a weird exchange, actually, with from Mariota to Tannehill. That's weird. Weird shit going on with the fucking Titans, man. To be honest with you, weird stuff. Oh well, I hate to say this, boys, but I got to get to bed. I got to get to work. Derrick Henry had 180 yards. No shit. I didn't see any of those highlights, dude. Yeah, James. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Um, that's hilarious. Yeah, I got to get to bed. There's snow on the ground and shit, so I'm probably going to be having to warm up my car and get up earlier and getting a fire going in the morning and all that happy horse shit. So I'd love to stay on. You guys have been awesome tonight. Um, but I think I will do that, Eric, in case Eric's still here. Oh, Tim, yeah, give your pillow some. It's almost disgusting somehow, that verbalized like that. But yeah, Thursday night, man, me and the Stumbler. I'll be with the Stumbler. We're gonna drink some Mexican beers with Eric of Steel. I'm gonna say it properly so that nobody makes fun of him, because I'm an idiot. Yeah. God bless you guys. It was good to see you. I'm glad you guys chimed in. I really had a good time. I really do have to get to sleep. Peace out, and we will see you Thursday, hopefully. And I got to work fucking Friday too, so I'm gonna try to take it easy, but you know how that goes. It's hard to do that when Browns are playing the Steelers. So good night, guys. God bless. You guys be safe. I will see you soon. Bam. Bam, Miami. Ooh. It won't shut off.